My name is Alta, and I am a fighter. When you're in a fight with someone, only one thing matters. Control. Are you in control, or not? Because if you're not, here's what happens. You get hit. Hard. You feel scared. You submit. But if you do the work, if you put in the hours, if you give yourself no excuses, then you take back control. That feeling right there. The moment when you realize that your pain does not have to be an impediment, that it can be what drives you. That's the reason why I became a fighter. It's why I pushed myself harder than anybody I have ever known. I trained like my life depended on it. I did the time. I put in the work. And so, to this day, I have not lost a fight in 3.5 years. Undefeated for that long. God, it took everything, but I earned it. This is what I devoted my entire life to. Finally, I'm here. I made it. I can... I lost? How? No. I must have gotten sloppy, complacent. I must have slacked on my training. I'm so stupid! But I can use this failure to push myself even harder. Train myself back up better than ever. Right. Maybe the loss was actually a lesson I needed. Once I've made it back to the top, I'll never allow... Again. I'm a failure. I'm weak. I'm a failure. I'm a failure. A failure.
I don't deserve it.
I don't want to be this person. No. Snap out of it, Alta. Do not go to that place again. Take responsibility. This can be fixed. Only one person in the world is good enough to train me back up. Master Winters. She was an unrivaled fighter in her time. A god. She'll know what to do. Her home lies deep within a forest, at the edge of the world. I'll find her no matter what it takes. I'll do whatever she demands of me. And when I leave this place, it will be on nobody's terms, but mine.
Yeah, feels good. It's refreshing to have something to chase again. What kind of training will Master Winters put me through? I'm sure it'll be brutal. Good, I hope it's brutal. Just have to... Ugh. Wow, I'm tired. I'll just rest for a moment. No, I can't stop now. What are you doing, Alta? See, this is why you lost those fights. You keep hesitating. I was lazy. I let myself get complacent. I have to ensure it never happens again. That's all that matters. I have to... Wait, what's going on? Why does my sword suddenly feel so heavy? What happened? I can't carry it. Stop this, Alta. Pick your sword up. Pick it up! What are you doing? No. This is impossible. I've carried this sword with me every single day for more than 7 years. It's part of my own body at this point. What's going on? What's wrong with me? Do I leave the sword here? Can I do that? Is that okay? I don't know if I have any other choice. I'll never find Master Winters at the pace I'm going. Just leave it here for now, and then as soon as I find her, we'll come get the sword and resume the training. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Feels good to move quickly. You know, if I keep up this pace, I could... Oh, hang on. Right, don't stop. Keep moving. This is exactly what it took to become undefeated. As long as I prove myself to Master Winter, she'll know what to do next. Oh. She'll fix me. She'll fix all of this. Right? I can be fixed. Oh, that's such a sweet face. And thank you for joining me for another demo. A very good morning, miss. It's good to see you awake. I have to go. Oh. My goodness, you are not feeling well. I can't stay here. I need to leave. Oh, I see. How delightful. Say, Boro would very much like a cup of tea. Which is to say, this one's name is Boro. A pleasure to be making your acquaintance. And are you having a name as well? Alta. Oh, wonderful, wonderful to Wanderstop, Miss Alta. Wanderstop is the name of my tea shop, you see, right there, in front of us. As long as I'm making tea, would Miss Alta like some tea as well? No. An acceptable answer. Tea only for Boro, then. Wait. Did you carry me here from the forest? Indeed, it seems I'm still having the upper body strength of my youth. Boro was once fastidious about developing his triceps, if you can imagine. My sword! We have to go back and get my sword. Oh, not to worry. Boro already retrieved the sword. It was lying not far from where I found you. So, you could pick the sword up? Did it feel really heavy? I don't believe so. Just the normal sword weight. Is the sword supposed to be heavy? It was heavy just before I passed out. I feel like we can be honest with Boro. I think Boro understands. Oh, how interesting. No, it was simply the weight a sword should be. May I be asking what brought you here to this forest? Oh, I'm looking for someone. I see. For fun? Master Winters is a legendary warrior. She lives somewhere out here. I need her to train me. So, for fun. Oh, wonderful. Now then, it is time for the tea Boro promised to himself. Very exciting. He has an adorable face. Something has occurred to me. You said you were not wanting to drink tea, but perhaps you wish to help me make tea? The making of tea. It is good for the soul and body. Perhaps help you recover? Was I off? Is Miss Alta not interested, even in making tea? Alta, we gotta do better. Look at his face. Well, please know that I only thought you would enjoy something fun to do while resting. After all, you've had a turbulent day today. Why not enjoy yourself a moment? You can run back into the woods. Yes, it's true. Or you can briefly relax here while keeping your hands occupied. What is there to lose by spending just a few easy minutes making tea? And then, of course, straight back to your exciting journey in the forest. Nothing but a momentary diversion. What do you say? Well, do not feel like you have to answer right away. I'll be over there inside the shop. If you wish to help me make tea, come speak with me, and I would be glad to show you how. It is entirely up to you. Please, take your time and be well. Oh, it's get your butt off this bench and go make that man a tea. It's over here. Compost piles, a little garden, soil. What the flip are you guys? It's a bluffin'. I'm not quite sure that Bluffin likes this. Oh, maybe it does. But he does sort of be asking questions. All right, Bluffin, there you go. Water. I love the color palette. I've had some good luck this next fest. Now, what you guys don't know is for usually about every 10 demos I play, only one makes it. For various reasons. It's numerous. Could be it played badly or it was glitchy or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, but I will have to say it's been a strong next fest. I've hit some bad ones. I shared a couple of the bad ones just because sometimes you just have to laugh and share. Other times I won't share bad demos because I don't want to hurt the developer or the game in any way. It's just something went bad or wrong. Things break. Like one demo, I'm not going to mention the game's name. It had one very main mechanic of what you needed to do in the game, and the mechanic was broken. Like, everybody would just stop and freeze, and I was like, well, that's not supposed to be a thing. Anyway, I'm waiting for a bug fix. Hopefully a bug fix. I messaged the developer on Steam discussions, so hopefully the bug fix will happen before next fest is up. This is, okay, I got really distracted because this is a beautiful, beautiful area. Like, it's just so clever. What's going on over here? So we know this is being turned by the water wheel. Shell. I don't know why we would want to go up there. Oh, we're gonna do it. Okay, well, I don't know why. I don't want to hit buttons. Oro, I'm poking around. I hope you don't mind. Oh, this looks super duper cozy. Oh, we get a cinematic. Some plants out there. Alright, let's go talk to... Oh, there's stuff over here. Ooh, what was that? That startled me. Oh, we can put our own pictures up? What? Bookshelves. All about gardening. We'll leave that there. Don't be stealing from him. Though it'd be unintentional. Okay, let's go talk to our friend over here. Our new friend. Oh, hello, miss. You decided to join me. I'll do this with you only until I'm well enough to travel. Very good. I am understanding completely. Now then, we must be... I'm sorry. I don't want to swish his cheeks. Now then, we must be showing you the steps to make tea. We are going to do this properly. We must harvest our own ingredients. No cutting corners at Wanderstop. Please, won't you come with me? I will show you to the maintenance room to gather our tools. Okay. I see. Welcome to the maintenance room. Here you will find all sorts of useful tools for running a tea shop. For instance, the tools we must use to dry the tea leaves. Do you see the basket that is right there? Go ahead and pick it up. With the basket, you can gather up tea leaves that have grown outside. Just scoop them right into the basket, no trimming required. Remember, you'll need an entirely full basket before the tea drying process can begin. Once your basket is full, return here and place the leaves into one of these bowls. The leaves will begin drying naturally themselves, just like that. If you have used up all the tea bushes that are in front of our shop, you can always find more out in the clearing. They regrow in plentiful numbers along the outer edge of the clearing. No need to worry about running out. All sound good? Why don't you get some tea leaves drying? Then please, come back and speak with me. Borrow, I will be right back. She's so aggressive. Our little fighter is not a gentle gal. All right, let's go get. Oh, excellent job. Please come see me to discuss the next steps. I'm gonna go get more tea leaves, Borrow. I feel like that's a must. And also because I'm prolonging our playtime. This started off really cute. Wow, I thought you said they were plentiful. Why am I not finding them? Is it because I'm being blind? Possibility. I am known to be blind. Oh, this gazebo is adorable. I love the color palette. Like, it's very soothing. Oh, I see more. I am spotting with my little eye a bunch of little plants that we're must harvest at some point. I would imagine that there'd be enough to fill 2 baskets worth laying about. I'm looking though. There's some right there. Okay. Poor Boro, he's being so patient about his cup of tea. Okay. Sorry, Boro. I'll keep getting into your personal space. You set the leaves out to dry, and it'll be several minutes before the process is complete. Once they have fully dried, they'll clump together into a tea ball, easy for storage and transportation. Yes, the tea ball really is the most convenient of nature's miracles. But, miss, we can put the tea ball out of our minds for now. The next step is to do a bit of gardening. Perhaps you already saw a wall of tools behind you. Each of them can help us in some way. For right now, though, all we'll be needing is the watering can. It looks like a frog. Please, won't you take the watering can with you? Perhaps stash it in your pocket for easy use? Then with your watering can stash, come and meet me outside by the garden. Okay. Welcome to the garden. Here is where Boro likes to do the planting of the plants. As you can see, we're already having a blue fern here in the garden. But miss, we can grow this simple plant into a larger one, almost like magic. Please imagine a grid somewhere surrounding our blue fern. If you were to plant two additional okay, way off. If you were to plant two additional simple plants on either side of it, forming a line, then the fern in the middle becomes a planting. It is the miracle of life. Here, I'll give you a seed for more blue ferns so that you can try it for yourself. Of course, you can be making these plants anywhere in the clearing that you like, not just the garden. Boro simply enjoys the feeling of making plants in the garden. So why don't you go ahead and make a line of blue seeds and let me know when it's done. Okay. I finished making the planting. Fantastic. The next step is to be watering it. Remember the watering can you stashed earlier? Now is the time to be retrieving it. Please take the watering can to any of the spigots connected to the water. We have several around. Fill the watering can with water, then pour it into your new egg. Once you've done this, please do come speak with me again. Boro, I love you, but are you using me to do your chores? I mean, it's fine. You did rescue me from the middle of the forest, but... All right. You have successfully watered the planting. Once you water the egg, it will grow into a hybrid plant. The plant you have made is what I call a small hybrid. Try using your watering can on it again. It will grow even more seeds. In this way, you can be using small hybrids to make many new plants as you like. Once you picked a fresh new seed from the small hybrid, please let me know. Oop, that isn't what I meant to do. Okay, I got more seeds. Excellent. Let's move on to the next step. Is this going to be written down anywhere? Yes, of course. All of this is written in a book in our library. I will point it to you later. But for now, I would like to show you the next type of plant. Can you guess what we'll be making after small hybrids? Guess! Large hybrids? That is correct! Just as small hybrids produce seeds, large hybrids will give us fruits. Remember how you used a line pattern to make a small hybrid? Well, to make a large hybrid, we instead use this triangular pattern. You do not have to reuse any of the plants we planted to make the small hybrid. This is an entirely new shape. How does that sound? Simply use some of the blue seeds you produced to make this triangular pattern. Once you made the large hybrid, water it to receive fruit, just like you did to get the seeds. Go ahead and try it, and please tell me when you picked the fresh fruit from the plant. All right. Oh, snap. You know, it said play with the controller, but I noticed that it keeps popping up. Okay, that is actually a tiny bit annoying. There you go. Oh, I was doing it terribly wrong. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Chip. I did it. I made the fruit. Wonderful, miss. You have excelled at gardening. Truly, you have. The fruits you made is called a chip, and we'll be using it in our tea momentarily. I will tell you, though, if you wish, there are many more hybrids to discover. We have a variety of large hybrids and small hybrids that can be made using these patterns. Here, I'll give you a field guide that shows you more. Within the pages of this field guide, you'll see prompts for how to make other hybrids. You can also learn more about the fruits each large hybrid produces. Understanding the attributes of these fruits will be quite useful when making tea. Yes. Okay, that's all for gardening. Do you feel accomplished? Sure, why not? It is a begrudging sense of accomplishment, but I will accept it. However, we are now done with gardening, and it is time to make the tea. Let's go inside and I'll explain the tea machine to you. Sunset Troubles. Oh, we put a little bookmarker in it. Love it. Oh, he left me. To be fair, he's probably been waiting for his tea for some time. Where did he go? Oh, there you are, Borrow. Here we are, back inside the shop. What a whirlwind adventure you and I have been on. Why is this so complicated? I thought tea was simple. Oh, goodness, no. Tea making will crush the mind. It will. If this is all too much information, then perhaps we should take a small break, just to let our minds relax a bit. Oh, Borrow could tell a joke? Yes, Borrow, tell me a joke, please. Sure, tell me this joke. Okay, here's the joke. A librarian and a farmer are eating dinner in a fancy restaurant. Suddenly, one of them notices a sign that says, "No librarians or farmers are allowed." They both became quite scared that they were going to be kicked out of the restaurant. When suddenly, the farmer removes his mask and reveals he's actually an astronaut. Or maybe... Actually, hang on. What if they're eating dinner in space and the sign says, "No astronauts"? Okay, yes, that is much funnier. Are you improvising this joke? Yes! Why? Well, Borrow is attempting a more organic feeling for the joke. That way the humor is feeling light and fresh. Wouldn't you agree? Fine, but this better make me laugh. Yes, of course. Okay, where were we? The librarian and the farmer are eating dinner in a restaurant in space, and a sign says, "No astronauts allowed." This means there is no concern of them being kicked out of the restaurant until both of them remove their masks, and they're both astronauts. Oh no, this is a tragedy. Surely they're going to be kicked out of the space restaurant. But then, let's see. And then the sign removes its mask too. It isn't a sign after all. It's the dessert menu. They both order dessert. One asks for a custard and the other asks for a banana split. Then after the dessert, they leave the restaurant and go to a movie theater. Is this joke going somewhere? Oh, I'm enjoying it. Miss, this is all part of the process. Humor cannot be rushed. You tell her, Borrow. You tell her. Yeah, but it has to get somewhere eventually. Do not worry. With Captain Borrow in charge, this joke boat will be steered safely into the harbor of laughs. Okay. So after dinner, they go to the movie theater. They look at what movies are playing. Many movies are showing. There are some comedies, some dramas, a couple of horror films, and, let's see. Oh, I've got it. Here's the punchline. So one of the astronauts says, "How about this movie? It's called The Train That Ran Out of Fuel." And then the other one says, "No, thanks. I hear it really loses steam at the end." Did you get it? The movie and the train both lose steam. I am laughing. Indeed. Even though you're not actually laughing on the outside, I am quite certain you are laughing internally. Or the people or the person who's controlling her is laughing. I promise, Boro. I thought it was hilarious. At any rate, that delightful diversion into comedy has left us both refreshed. At any rate, that delightful diversion into comedy has left us both refreshed and relaxed. Shall we get back to tea making? I am quite excited because this next step is the most important of all. Behold the tea machine. She looks like a lot, Boro. Yes, the tea machine is the most vital part of preparing drinks. Is it user-friendly? Miss, I don't even know. But for your convenience, I will add a few new pages to your field guide. These instructions should explain how the tea machine is to be used, I hope. So climb the ladder until you reach the rope hanging from the ceiling. Pull the rope downward to pour a fresh batch of water. Once there's water in the orb, pump the furnace to heat the water. Keep going until the water is boiling and steam rises. They will also explain where to be using the tea ball and the chip fruit that we made earlier. How does that sound? Would you like to try to use these... How does that sound? Would you like to try using these instructions to make tea? Can't you just show me the steps? I'm not sure if I want to be constantly checking a book. Of course, I am completely understanding. I will show you the steps to use the machine, but remember that they are all written down in your field guide as well. First, climb up this ladder to the rope at the top. The ladder can conveniently be used to access all parts of the tea machine. Once you're up, pull down on the rope to pour as much water as you like. Okay, go give that a shot, and I'll move on to the next step when you're done. We need to go get the tea. Oh. Okay, we can only carry one tea ball at a time. Next step is to heat up the water. Simply climb down the ladder a bit to reach the bellows. Pump the bellows while keeping the heat at exactly the right temperature. Once the water is fully boiling, this step will be complete. Now that is some steaming hot water. You are doing quite well so far, managing a complicated tea machine with ease. Tell me, are Boro's instructions helpful, or would you rather be figuring out the rest of the machine on your own? Keep giving me those instructions. Of course, I am more than happy to. Next, you will rotate the ladder to the right until you reach this valve. Kick the valve and it will transfer your boiling water over to the infuser. And just like that, our water scurries over to the infuser. While the infuser is open, position yourself in front of it with an item in your hand. You can reach the infuser from the bridge or while still on the ladder, whichever you prefer. Then you toss any item into the fuser. Any item at all. This, of course, is where you'll be placing the tea ball and a chip into the mixture. Give it a shot. Well done. The water will only be changing color once you've added your tea ball. Okay, one more valve to kick, and then we'll move on to our final step. The finished tea has been transferred into our final orb, the pyramid. The next step will be to get off the ladder, find an empty cup, and place it on the grate below. Then pull the rope you see here in any order to pour tea into the cup. And that's it. You'll be having yourself one shiny new cup of chip tea. Congratulations. You can even pour multiple cups of tea from the same batch if you wish. Oop, a little bit over. It's fine. Ah, this is the tea that you have made. Yep, here it is. Ah, splendid. Delicious. It is everything that Burrow was hoping for. Won't you join me at my favorite bench? I think it'd be the perfect place to enjoy this tea. Fine. That is the spirit. Ah, delightful. A cup of tea, a nice view, and a new acquaintance. Tell me, do you find the scenery as enchanting as I do? It is a feast for the eyes. It's fine. I'll take it. I must say, to hear a note of positivity from you is a beautiful thing, like a ray of sunshine. There are things I'd like. Oh, do tell, what is bringing you joy? Winning a tournament? Ah, so I suspected. I would not have guessed that you knit on the weekends. I've knitted, but I don't like it. For me personally, there are a few satisfactions in the world, quite like running a tea shop. To make a warm drink and put it into the hands of a customer. Yum! What a feeling! If you ever put your mission on hold, I'm always looking for help here at the shop. Wait, put my mission on hold? Why exactly would I do that? I simply mean that it is possible that you decide to stop looking for this Master Winters. And if that were to happen, you would be welcome to stay here and... What are you talking about? You think I'm someone who would give up on this? It could happen. People are changing their course all the time. Perhaps you are not able to be finding her, or you are simply tired. It is normal to... Wait. No, stop right there. You've known me for 10 minutes, and you're talking about how you think I'd quit? I've devoted every day of my life to this, every single day for years and years. You have no idea the sacrifices I've made, the pain I've endured. You have no idea the sacrifices I've made, the pain I've endured. You can't begin to imagine it. Do you understand that fighting is the one single thing I've spent my life on? I can't give up. Oh, I am sorry, miss. I am not meaning to touch on such a nerve. It's not a nerve, it's me. You're talking about me. If I don't find Mr. Winters, then I can never be the person I want to be, ever again. But you think I should just give it up? Just serve tea and try not to spend every single day thinking about how I had everything and I let it slip away. Do you want me to fail? Would it feel good to see the big, strong warrior have to fall and cry and beg for help? Miss, can I? What am I doing here? Why am I even having this conversation? Why? Why can I not lift my own sword? It doesn't make any sense. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here right now. No, no, no. I can't give up on finding Master Winters. Never. Not until she trains me back up into excellence. Back to being undefeated. If I have to, I can't believe how tired I've been. I can't move. I can't. I don't have the energy.
Think, Alta. Why are you here in this forest? Because of those fights. I lost. I lost and there was no good reason. I lost! It was so stupid! I was undefeated for over 3 years! Remember how bad it felt, Alta? How you wanted to die? That's why you're here, in this forest. Hold on to that feeling. Hold on to that anger.
Yes. This is the motivation I needed. I need the fear and the anger I needed to lose. I can use it to get better. Look at me, I'm back. How do you like this, huh, Boro? You'd think I'd quit because it got hard. Maybe once I'm back to normal, I'll find him just so I can show him how strong. There you are, coming around again. I must say, continue to carry you from the forest is reinvigorating Boro's triceps. How are you feeling? Any better? Something's wrong with me. What's going on? What's wrong with me? Miss, I'm not saying anything wrong with you. I collapsed out there multiple times. That's not like me. Oh, yes. What a surprise that Oh, yes. What a surprise that a person pushing themselves to the brink of exhaustion would collapse. It is a mystery. I am completely baffled. I've pushed myself to the brink of exhaustion every day for years, and this has never happened. Well, perhaps this is the result of pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion every day for years? The days add up, miss. I'm not okay with it. Not okay with the body having physical limits? Yes, we will fill out a complaint form right away. Miss Alta, you are tired. Can you not see how tired you are? It is palpable. You radiate exhaustion. I am not a scientist doctor. I do not do the 14 years of scientist doctor school. But it is obvious that what you need is some time to rest. To take your attention off this task of yours and just let the mind wander. That sounds unproductive. Extremely. Now you are understanding. Miss Alta, being so productive, is causing her great harm, it would seem. But if I can find Master Winters, any pain I put myself through now will be worth it. Miss, I cannot make you stay here. You are welcome to return to the forest. You can go out there and run to your heart's content. You can collapse again and again and again if that's what you want. And then one of these times, you will be collapsing for good. But here, in the tea shop, you can spend some time relaxing. Will it fix you? No. But it may let you heal just a little bit. So here is what I am suggesting. Stay here and help me run the tea shop, just for now. The work is simple here, but it is enjoyable. It's not hard. We have no goals to meet and no schedule to keep. We work on our own time. It might be a good way to take your mind off things and just relax. Then when you feel fully at 100% strength again, away you go. Simple, restful, and no obligations. What do you say? Let me think about it. Of course, there is no pressure to come or go. You may do as you please. How about this? I will be here in the shop, tending to what is needed. And if you would like to try out running the tea shop, just come speak with me. Take your time. There is no rush. Girlfriend, we're gonna be doing some tea making. Only because I don't want to break Boro's heart. Oh, it's a shadow. At first I thought it was like some kind of like door or something. No, it was just the shadow. Ah, so are you feeling up for helping me run the tea shop then? Briefly. Literally as soon as I can pick up my sword again. Out of here. Of course. The very split second you were well enough. Besides, I owe you for carrying me out of the forest. So if I was in your debt for that, consider the debt repaid. Oh, it sounds like a very equitable business exchange. So, what's first? What's first is that we must be better acquainting you with the shop. Please, come with me. You bet, Boro. I am right behind you. Welcome back to the maintenance room. Miss Alta, the last time we were here, I pointed you in the direction of our watering can. But I did not tell you much about the other tools. They are also quite useful, yes. The broom is useful for sweeping up any unsightly leaf piles that gather outside. And if you find any trinkets hidden in leaves, you are welcome to keep them. Similarly, if you notice any weeds growing outside, perhaps you'll use our clippers? Personally, Boro finds it quite relaxing to do a bit of weeding. Am I weird for thinking this? Perhaps. This is all quite a lot of information, yes. Here, I'll add some notes to your field guide. That way, it is all conveniently written down. I hope you will be taking good care of our shop tools. Boro is quite fond of them. Also, did you see the little trains moving on the rail? This is our dishwasher. When a cup is dirty, you can be placing it here on one of the dishwashing train cars. Then the cup will be dropped over here in the maintenance room, thoroughly cleaned. It is the traditional rail, train, and waterfall dishwashing system, as in olden times. Is everything making sense so far? Yes. Very good. I am glad to hear. While we're here in the maintenance room, let's get you some attire. If you are to run a shop, you must look the part. How else will our customers know to come to you for tea? Oh God, people will just walk up to me and ask for tea? With the right apron, they will. Here, let us see if this apron looks the part on you. Wow, with this apron, you look like someone full of excitement to run a tea shop. Boro. That isn't in any way true, and you know it. Indeed, I did know it, but I was thinking aspirationally. Okay, there is one more thing we must do before opening the shop. This way. It is your lovely sword, a very beautiful specimen. The sword is still too heavy to lift, yes? Yep, still heavy. Wonderful. Please, come with me. I love that the sword is making a jangling noise as he is walking. I don't know what it's jangling against, but I'm cool with it. Where are we going, my sir? It really doesn't feel heavy to you. Not even a small amount. For now, let us leave the sword right here. Perfect. It is quite lovely here, don't you think? Boro, you don't know how important this sword is to me. Can I be asking where the sword came from? When I first began taking fighting seriously, I decided I would smith my own sword. It seemed like a good idea. I threw myself into it, learning everything there was to know about blacksmithing. But soon I realized I could easily spend my entire life just learning to make swords. It was so complex. If I wanted to become great, I had to pick only one thing and commit to it, and leave everything else behind. So I picked only one thing, being a fighter. After that, I commissioned a great blacksmith, someone equally devoted to their craft, to make this sword for me. I was obsessive. I demanded 1,000,000 alterations. We didn't stop until the sword was perfect. A sword that would let me pursue this one focus and leave everything else behind. I'm not a blacksmith. I'm not a tea maker. I'm a fighter. That's all I had intended to be. The sword is a part of me. I feel sick not being able to hold it anymore. I'm going to find a way to carry it again, I promise. Yes, I can see that you will. Boro is most confident in you. All right, I believe it's time for us to open the shop. Are you having other questions before we start? So, how exactly am I supposed to run this tea shop? Well, I suppose making tea for customers is generally preferred. But other than that, you'll be doing as you please. There are no specific rules. Simply take care of the shop in whatever way is feeling right to you. Customers may very well arrive soon, in case you wish to prepare any tea ingredients for them. Oh, and remember earlier you asked if the gardening instructions were written down? Well, I have good news. You should go and visit the library in the upstairs section of our shop. There is a book there on gardening, written by Boro's very good friend, Sylvia. You may find it useful. I'm quite certain Sylvia has phrased it better than I could have. With that, let us begin the exciting tea management adventure. It is beginning. Here we go. Are we doing it? Yes, we are doing it right now. It is happening as we speak. Okay, great. Good for us. Good for us indeed. Oh, Boro. And that is the end of the demo. Thank you for playing. Wanderstop launches on March 11th, so it's not too terribly far away.
I'm not meant to be here. I'm a fighter. I'm meant to be in the arena, in combat. But instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So, what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening, and I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks are all that hard, they just take patience. And I'm not really the patient type. but I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop, to see if my help is needed anywhere. And when all the chores are done, sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting, but it's peaceful. And what's weird is that I actually feel good. I'm happy. I can stop running now. I can stop. I can stop. I can stop running. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Miss Ota, are you okay? Thank you for playing this Wanderstop demo. Thank you guys for watching. Please be aware that your progress in the demo will not transfer into the full game once it launches on March 11th. We appreciate your understanding and we hope you enjoy Ivy Road. I got a little emotional there at the end, which you probably can hear in my voice. I will be here when the game releases because I loved it. And yeah, thanks for watching with me, guys, and I'll be back soon with another demo.